This video is not about scamming or begging or any of the people that I normally review on my channel. I felt the need to make this video to take a moment to remember all the people that we lost in addiction and pray for the ones who are still suffering in it, and give admiration and respect to the people that are actually in recovery and doing the work that comes along with recovering from our addiction. We watch these people online who are very loud in their addiction, right? Even when they think they're hiding it, or very loud in their fake sobriety. And we don't think about the people that is suffering silently. Those are the people that get looked over if and when someone loses their battle to addiction who is on the internet. It goes as fast as it comes, right? A couple years ago, I started watching a channel. It's a father and son duo called Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer, and his son, Michael Rivers. I was unaware that Michael was suffering from addiction and has been for years. Unfortunately, he lost his life. And devastation is an understatement of a word when you lose a child. No parent should ever have to bury their own children. When you lose somebody in addiction and you sit in your loss, you start asking yourself questions, questioning your own self. Did I not do enough? Could I have done things differently? And the sad reality to that is no. I know that's not the answer that people want to hear. I know people are looking for some type of solution, but they have to be their own solution to their addiction and their sobriety. Sometimes doing nothing is all you can do. And I know it's a painful nothing. I know it's hard to watch. And I'm sorry. I am so sorry that you had to suffer in somebody else's addiction. It's like two different types of the same emotions, if that makes sense. And it's not fair. And I'm sorry. You didn't ask for that. And even though you don't choose to be an addict, you do choose to stay in your addiction. For the parents, siblings, and anybody else who does lose a loved one, you are not alone. You would be surprised on how many people are actually going through the same thing. And I know a lot of times people don't want to talk about it, or they don't know what to say. They don't know where to reach out to. But I promise you, there are groups, there is a support system. And I know everybody grieves differently and on their own time, but please don't do it alone. For those of you still in addiction, I know nothing I can say is going to sober you up. I know that a couple of words from some stranger is not going to have you run to rehab, but nothing is going to get better. Those good old days with your DOC is long gone. It only gets worse from here. Even when you think you're at your lowest, it gets even lower. If nothing, think back to before you were an addict. Think of the old you and hold on to that, because that is the person you should get sober for. We don't get sober because people ask us to. You get sober for yourself, and then you stay clean for the people that you love and have hurt in your addiction. Nothing is going to get better if you don't get better, and nothing is going to change if you don't choose to change yourself. Just do me a favor. Even if you're not a believer, reach out to the Lord. Ask God to help, and do it out loud verbally. What do you have to lose? It can't hurt, right? He will answer. You just have to listen. To the people who are in early recovery, it gets better. You will have bad days. You will go through stressful situations, as we all do, whether you're an addict or not. But you have to learn how to do that sober now. And I know that gets hard, but that's not an excuse. And do not let a relapse derail you from all the progress that you have made. It is okay if you fall into a relapse. Now, I'm not saying go out there and do it. I'm saying if it happens, it is okay. It's just a bump in the bumpy road until you get to that cement road. That relapse doesn't take away from all the work you did. It doesn't take away from all your clean days. Admit that it happened. Be honest about it. Figure out why it happened and work through that. It's not the relapse, it's what you do with that relapse and after that relapse. That's what matters. You have to pick yourself back up. You're already over the hard part. And if you're struggling and thinking of relapsing or having a hard day, I want you to sit and remember how you felt in your addiction. I can bet it's not half as bad as you feel now. For those of you who are in recovery, no matter if it's a day, a week, a month, a year, I am proud of you. I am so proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself for all the work you've done, for all the progress you've made, for being a brand new you. You are amazing. Don't ever forget it. And to the family of Bruce Rivers, I am so sorry for your loss. I know there's nothing I can say to take the pain away or make it any easier because I would if I could. I am praying for you. I'm sorry that Michael's story had to end, but his memory does not. And please, everyone, I'm going to leave his channel in the description box. He is going to continue with the channel in Michael's memory. So go show him love. And believe me, he doesn't need my help. Reviews. He's a pretty big channel. He's a good channel. It's good. I like it a lot. But I know a lot of us over here are recovering addicts or have been in an addict's family, have loved somebody in addiction, and you guys are so supportive and loving. I just thought that I would share this so that way you guys can just go bring some love over there and just show him some support. I'm sorry this isn't my regular content. I just felt that this is very important because regardless on who we review or what we say or the behaviors we point out, addiction is a very important topic to me. And the absolute chaos that it runs through all around the world is sad. And I think that it should be talked about more and should be brought up more. It should be a topic of conversations. I wish more could be done. Thank you. If you got this far into the video, I really do appreciate you. And even if you don't watch any other of my videos, I just appreciate that you got through this one. Next video will be back to our regular program. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.